Hey folks, a lot has happened in the last 24 hours, so let's just dive right into it. We're starting things off with rather sad news. In yet another aviation incident, multiple people died in New York when a helicopter crashed into the Hudson River.
A helicopter carrying 6 people crashed into New York City's Hudson River Thursday afternoon. All passengers, including 3 children, have been confirmed dead.
Since this incident happened in broad daylight, there's a lot of footage of it, and it shows how the helicopter pretty much shattered mid-air when its rotor got separated. This unfortunate situation reminded me of that 2018 accident in which 5 people lost their lives because their safety harnesses didn't let them escape after the crash. And this wasn't even the only aviation incident that made headlines.
All right, we want to get to some breaking news. This is another incident at Reagan National Airport. This time, one airplane clipping the wing of another.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is that there were 2 congressmen on one of the flights.
Now, just a short time before that crash in New York, 2 planes, one of them carrying several congressmen, bumped wings in Washington, D.C.
Now, in a tweet, Congressman Nick LaLota said, "Serving in Congress has come with some once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Like just now, while stationary on the runway at DCA, another plane just bumped into our wing. Heading back to the gate, but thankfully everyone is okay." Now, I'm glad he's okay, and he certainly does seem to be in high spirits, but I think he would have been saying something very different had his plane caught fire, which is becoming pretty normal these days.
Oh my God, it's on fire. Oh my God. Sorry. It's on fire.
Yeah, like that. Oh, what happened?
It's on fire.
Now, while we're talking about a congressman, let's talk about the budget bill that the House just passed. It promises to save $1.5 trillion in government spending while promising more tax cuts.
On this vote, the yeas are 216, the nays are 214. The motion is adopted without objection. The motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
It's a good day in the House. I told you not to doubt us. The media always does. The Democrats always do. But we get the job done, and we're really grateful to have had the big victory on the floor just now. It was a big one, a very important one.
Now, as you can see, the bill got passed on a thin margin, and apparently a lot of Republicans weren't even backing it until the very last minute. And for people like Congressman LaLota here, the only reason they agreed to vote is because Mike Johnson made this promise to them.
Those essential programs. The Democrats, as I noted this morning, have said that we're going to gut Medicaid. It is not true. We're going to protect the benefits that everyone is legally entitled to. The beneficiaries who have a legal right to that, it will be preserved. Those are essential safety net programs that Republicans support.
I mean, I don't think anyone should think that the president would cut Social Security or Medicaid since he's promised to protect these programs.
Look, Social Security won't be touched. Other than if there's fraud or something, we're going to find it's going to be strengthened, but won't be touched. Medicare, Medicaid. None of that stuff is going to be touched.
Nothing.
Now, Donald Trump has a history of making controversial decisions, but he never really hides his intentions. So if he was gutting Medicaid, he would have shared it with us already. What the media will not report is just how catastrophic it could be if Donald Trump's tax cuts are removed.
If they were successful in opposing the extension of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, an average American will have a tax hike of 22%. $1,700 would be the extra expense for families of 4. 26 million small businesses would lose their comparable tax break through the 20% 199A deduction. Child tax credit would be cut in half for 40 million families. The standard deduction for 91% of all Americans would be cut in half.
Now, frankly, anything that gives taxpayers some of their money back is awesome as far as I can see. Now, moving on, a very important story I want to talk about revolves around coal.
For 4 long years, Joe Biden and congressional Democrats tried to abolish the American coal industry. They did everything in their power while he was awake, which wasn't much, shutting down dozens of coal plants, banning coal leases on federal lands, and putting thousands and thousands of coal miners out of work.
This directs all departments and agencies of the federal government to end all discriminatory policies against the coal industry. This ends the leasing moratorium that prevents new coal projects on federal land, and it's going to accelerate all permitting and funding for new coal projects to allow the coal industry to flourish under your leadership, sir.
That's great.
Now, this might seem like Donald Trump sharing another one of his ideas to make America energy independent. However, if you've been keeping up with my BlackRock reporting, you would know this is a slap to all these asset managers that were taking over the coal industry to push their environmental agenda. Attorney General Ken Paxton sued BlackRock, State Street Corporation, and Vanguard Group, 3 of the largest institutional investors in the world, for conspiring to artificially constrict the market for coal through anti-competitive trade practices. Over several years, the 3 asset managers acquired substantial stock holdings in every significant publicly held coal producer in the United States, thereby gaining the power to control the policies of the coal companies. Using their combined influence over the coal market, the investment cartel collectively announced in 2021 their commitment to weaponize their shares to pressure the coal companies to accommodate green energy goals. So even though I was not happy to see our president shake hands with someone like Larry Fink, I'm glad he's putting an end to a lot of the shit BlackRock was peddling for the last 4 years. Now, while we're talking about Trump, let me share a very interesting statement he made yesterday.
Let me tell you, it's far more powerful than people understand. We have weaponry that nobody has any idea what it is, and it is the most powerful weapons in the world that we have. More powerful than anybody, not even close. So nobody's going to do that.
Now, first of all, I wonder what kind of weapon he's talking about. Could it be a weapon in Antarctica that can shake the Earth? Or is it some kind of directed energy weapon that can start fires anywhere on Earth? Or is it a weapon designed to transport people across the planet in no time?
This technology can be built today with technology that is not developmental to deliver any human being from any place on planet Earth to any other place in less than an hour.
Look, there's a chance the president could just be talking about some new kind of missile, but it's insane how often he says such wild things and confirms the so-called conspiracy theories.
The biggest in the history of California. I think, has anything bigger than that happened in the whole country ever? It looks like, I don't want to say what it looks like, but you know what I'm going to say. It looks like something hit it. And we won't talk about what hit it.
And while we're on the subject of conspiracy theories, I want to talk about what RFK Jr.'s just promised regarding autism.
We have now, the autism rates have gone from now most recent numbers we think are going to be about 1 in 31, from 1 in 12, so they're going up again. From 1 in 10,000 when I was a kid. And we are going, at your direction, we are going to know by September. We've launched a massive testing and research effort that's going to involve hundreds of scientists from around the world. By September, we will know what has caused the autism epidemic, and we'll be able to eliminate those exposures.
So big. There will be no bigger news conference than that. So that's it. If you can come up with that answer where you stop taking something, you stop eating something, or maybe it's a shot.
Look, folks, everyone seems to have their suspicions about autism, so I think it will be great if there's more transparent research that can tell us what's true and what's not once and for all. And I hope this trend continues with other health-related issues as well. I think I speak for all of us when I say we would love to know how those pesticides are affecting our bodies, because something we are not going to like is what we're going to find in that research. RFK Jr. also explained why he doesn't think we should allow the purchase of soda with Snap.
I want to challenge the press. If you find a legislator or political leader in this state, go out and find one after this meeting who did not support the SNAP waiver legislation. Ask them why. Get them to offer you a rational explanation. I guarantee you they will not come up with one. Why are we paying for sugar drinks that are poisoning our kids and giving them diabetes? If you want a Coke, God bless you, go get one. But the taxpayer should not be paying that in a nutrition program. This is supplemental nutrition. There are no nutrients in that soda. There are none. And why are we paying for that? We should be paying for healthy. We're going to pay for it twice. We're going to pay for it now, and then we're going to pay for it with the diabetes bills later on. And you look at all of these public health groups like the American Heart Association, that oppose this legislation. How can they do that? Ask them, how much money are you taking from the soda industry?
Moving on, I want to share a video that might make you laugh because it shows how some unhinged liberals are hurting their own teammates.
Check it out, guys. Somebody keyed the crap out of my Tesla, a car I bought 6 years ago in the state of California, because I'm concerned about climate change. Oh, but some amazing resistance fighter keyed the crap out of it, and that's going to do it. Voting didn't work, but this defiling the car of a fellow liberal, we did it, guys. We got him. Today's our Liberation Day. Go celebrate. Just go celebrate. Woo!
And that's the thing. You can't possibly know what kind of political views someone has just by looking at their car. And yet, this isn't stopping some nut jobs from destroying property and lighting up fires that end up hurting other libs. And this is happening because people like Tim Walz and Chuck Schumer keep supporting this kind of behavior.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you denounce the violence against Tesla products and dealerships and cars in the streets?
I can't talk about Tesla, but Elon Musk is a disaster for America, and America knows it. Look at Wisconsin.
And if you own one, we're not blaming you. You can take dental floss and pull the Tesla thing off, and take out, just telling you.
Speaking of Tim Walz, let's take a look at how well he was received by military veterans.
Welcome to the Capitol. It's great that you're Sir, you're welcome to come. Let me finish. Let me finish. Hey, there's some passion.
I would love to know what you guys think about all of this. What kind of weapon do you think Donald Trump was talking about? Let us know in the comments down below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.